up, you guys? FSC, Fest Jack Speed and Custom Shop. We're here at the Freedom High School Annual Auto Show. And right here behind me, well, yeah, why not? I put my 64 and I put the 98 Oldsmobile in as well. Over here, you'll see a whole bunch of cars. So it's a pretty big show right here at the Freedom High School. Water Tower, Freedom. Car show like this, a town named Freedom, doesn't get any better. Paul here owns the 69 Chevelle right here behind us. So I'm gonna go ahead and get behind the camera and let Paul go ahead and talk about his wonderful car.
Had it for 34 years. Paid $2,600 for it back then. My dad said I paid way too much money. And it's been in the family. It's like a family member. It's a 396, 375 horse motor, 4-speed. It's original color. It's a real SS. It's not a clone. Bought it just because it had the big motor in it. And I drove it around as a regular car the first 5-6 years I had it. And then I put it away.
Have you had to restore it or anything? Repaint, refresh the engine?
34 years ago, it was restored. I did this car 34 years ago. That's how old the paint job is. And I just keep it up. I only sees good days, car shows and stuff, so that saves the paint and everything on it. I was married to my wife 3 years before she even knew I had it. I kind of kept it a secret. So it's been with me for a long time. It's just like my right hand.
You ever run it on a track?
Nope.
Just drove it around, played with it?
Just drove it around and had fun with my friends with it. People know me because of the car. Just go to car shows with it and hang out with my buddies.
When you restored anything particular you want to be like focused on? A particular thing you did to it?
Well, I kept it the original color. That's the original vinyl top. That's the original interior in the car.
What does Chevy call that color, do you know?
It's Leger blue, and it only came out in 2 years with this color. It's all pretty much original. There's some parts here and there I had to buy over the years, but it's about as stock as you're gonna get it.
So basically you bought it, drove it around a little bit, restored it, and then basically just for the last 7 years, he said?
34 years, 35 years I had it. I bought it in 83, had it ever since. Like you said, most of it's original. It's original chrome rims. It's a real SS.
You don't see too many that survive.
I got the line sheet for it, the build sheet.
All right, Paul, appreciate it. I'm glad. It's really nice to see a good Chevelle that actually survived, that nobody beat it up too bad, or it's actually still original and no one's destroyed it.
Yeah, like I said, it's seen a good life ever since I've owned it.
Not bad. Well, hey again, thank you for your time.
You bet. Take care.
Over here we have a 1931 two-door Model A. So a big difference. You could tell Model A 1930 from a 1931 is here. There's a split. It's not one solid piece.
So which one? This is the 31?
This is a 31. 31s have one solid piece. A 30 has a split in it.
And you're going to show us the 30 in a few minutes, right?
Yeah. This is the engine of the 1931. The spark plugs don't use conventional wires. They use a copper filament that just goes from here directly to the spark plug.
Look at this stock truck. It's great. I like half the other stuff.
reach in there and turn that switch right below the steering column.
Which way?
Clockwise. Go honk the horn. Go. Oh, one hand like this, and one hand like this.
I'll wake him up.
So, on older cars, they didn't have a trunk per se. They would sometimes have either an actual trunk mounted to the back or a spare tire. On these two, they have the trunks mounted to the back, and mounted in the fender, they have spare tires, one on each side.
Greatest day of my life because I had one.
This is a 1931, sorry. This is a 1931 leatherback. The difference is it has a leather top of the cabin. This one is a 1931 four-door. This one is a 1929 two-door. So, one difference you can tell with the rims in between the 31 and the 29 is the hubcaps are a lot smaller compared to the 31.
Now the 31 we were looking at, that was converted over to have the bigger wheels, if I remember correctly from earlier.
The purpose of having the bigger wheels is because with the overdrive that is in the vehicle, he can bring it up to about 55 miles an hour. With the small wheels, it's harder to stop because there's less tread for traction. With the bigger wheels, you have more tread, meaning more friction, meaning faster ability to stop when needed.
Now in 31, mechanical brakes or hydraulic brakes in 31 Ford?
Mechanical.
What we're doing is the owner doesn't want to be on camera for the 31 over here, so what we're doing is Mathew talked to the owner, got a lot of specs and information on the car. That way the owner doesn't have to be on video. He's like, you know what, we'll let Mathew do it instead. That's how we're doing this, by the way. I think he's doing a great job, and his memory is superb of these cars.
Comparative to a new car with the standardized system of 2 pedals or 3 if you have manual transmission, you have the gas, brake, and then clutch, and then the shifter in the center. With this, you have a foot. This right here is a footrest. This little knob right here is the gas, the fully black one. This is the brake, and this is the clutch. Now, in order to start it, you must push on this pedal up here by the steering column. That engages the starter for it to be able to start.
What are your levers there? You've got quite a few levers there for shifters.
You have a 3 lever system for the car. You have the 3-speed transmission. You have the overdrive, high and low.
1, 2, 3.
You have the overdrive, high and low. Then you have the parking brake.
All right, now we're gonna get the big boy up in here. We're gonna go for a quick ride.
Thank you very much.
There is a lot of room in here. Once you get in this car, there is amazingly a lot of room. Babe, it is crazy. It is crazy comfy back here. There's so much room back here. Oh my God, I thought it'd be cramped. Wow.
Ready?
Yep.
So hit it. Hit it.
Hit it.
This is the choke.
Okay.
You know how to choke that, right?
Yes.
Ready? Gonna go for a little ride.
That's the owner of the Yanko.
Oh, okay.
We'll do a little overdrive demo.
Can you believe you're riding around in a 31 Ford right now?
88 years old.
I cannot believe my eyes. Pinch me, I'm dreaming.
Oh, there's the speedometer right there.
What's that?
Gas gauge?
Yep.
What?
Yep. There's a stick, a piece of wire in there with a cork in the end of it, and it floats on top of the gas. What do they call that?
Here?
No, that thing over there floating wire.
Oh, I do not know it.
Steve, is
Yes. That's feed for the cows.
that feed?
Yep.
Why do they put tires on it?
To hold down the plastic to keep the water off it.
I guess that's a good use of
They literally mix it with a skid loader.
So we're going to do a little turnaround here. We're all clear. What are these channels for?
I do not know.
I think they put all the food after it's been used.
Okay.
Manure pile.
Remember when I broke my thumb hauling hay? Mm-hmm. I learned a little bit about that when I was delivering that hay. I asked the farmer a lot of questions when I got there.
What do you think?
I like it. It's actually very smooth.
Usually when I have kids driving with me, I get them in the back and put them in seatbelts.
Oh, okay. What's that little lever in the middle for? Yeah.
This turns the lights on.
Oh, okay.
So there's low beam, there's high beam, and then that's parking.
Okay.
I'm not going to go cruising through the whole thing. I'm just going to
Yeah, just go right in.
I just thought I'd show you that cast iron brakes do work.
Yes, apparently they do.
You still filming?
Oh yeah.
I'll show you something else that's really cool. Power steering.
Armstrong power steering.
Remember this lever right here? Changing the timing. So in a Model A, if you can't get it to idle like this, it means your timing's not right. You knew that, right? If you can't, when you retard it, if you can't get it to run like this, George won't adjust your carburetor. In other words, the timing's not right. It should idle way down like that. And then this is the correct operating place. Before I would go like this and it wouldn't change anything, which meant my timing would be right.
Let me tell you how far you can back up.
Yeah, tell me. That should be good.
Quick.
Yeah.
I just don't want you to be that pretty far out there.
Yeah, okay, turn the gas off.
Which way? This way?
Turn it this way.
Okay. Yep.
Got it? We're good.
Cool. Thank you very much.
Goes up.
Okay.
Wow. Can you believe we just went for a ride in a 31 Ford?
I cannot believe my eyes. Can you pinch
Absolutely.
me? I'm pretty sure I'm doing it.
Pinch me. No, no, for real, that just happened. Wow. I'll thank him off camera. The owner doesn't want to be on camera. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Anytime.
If your face is on the video a little bit,
I'm not
we
worried
can
about
blur
it.
it.
I'm not
Okay.
worried about it.
All right, I'll put a link in the description over here. Here's the Model 8 club that he belongs to. Wow, how are you gonna top that? I'm here with Scott. We're gonna talk about his 1987 Buick Turbo Regal.
Picked this one up about 6 years ago down in southern Indiana. It was a one-owner car. Picked it up, got all the paperwork with it right from the original owner. Rust-free, clean. It's got one repaint on it. Brought it back up from Indiana, did it all myself. Pretty much kept her pretty much stock, except for a little bit of Go Fast goodies. Bigger precision turbo, 3-inch stainless exhaust, and chip. And pretty much got to run race gas on it. We're running 23 pounds of boost for the most of the time. Other than that, it's, like I say, a real clean car.
You said repaint. Same color?
Yes. Yeah,
Okay, so you didn't change that.
So yeah, we did a repaint on it when we got back up here to Wisconsin with it, and kept it the original color. A lot of people confuse it and call it a Buick Grand National, but technically it is a turbocharged Regal. They made 3,347 of them, so they're a little bit rarer than the 20,000 Grand Nationals that were out there rolling around.
Now, what were the difference between this car and a Grand National other than the color?
The color is the difference. This car, you could go into the dealership and sit down with them and order your interior, you could order your options, you could order what color you would like it. They are a lot more rare than the Grand Nationals in '87. It's got the exact same drivetrain, so same motor, tranny, rear end.
Other than a turbo, any work on the engine?
This is an unopened 135,000 mile car.
Oh, wow.
That still, like I say, I put 23 pounds of boost to this thing and don't think twice about it. So she is a fun, quick little car, and like I say, the other nice part about the Turbo Regal is it's Grandma's grocery getter. It's a sleeper because it looks like all the rest of the Regals out there until you open the hood. Stock was pushing about 245 horse. With the mods I've got, I'm pushing right around 500 at the rear wheels.
You ever look into methanol injection in there?
I did have alcohol injection. I don't trust a mechanical pump on my internals of my motor, so I run race gas in it. I run 112 plus octane in it to keep the knockdown, to keep the motor in one piece.
Still just buy the gas.
Yes. Yeah.
It's only gas money.
Yep. It's only $8 a gallon. And it still rolls. If I keep my foot off the floor, it still rolls at 21, 22 miles to the gallon going across the road. So.
Nice. Yeah, I guess if you're getting good fuel economy, you think about it, in them days, that's what the idea was, to boost the car up, get the fuel economy and the power. As far as I know, it's one of the, it was the, about the original, but it was one of the early pioneers in turbocharging a car to try to get a lot of power out of a small displacement engine, especially at an OE level. I mean, obviously, you know, they've been turbocharging for years, but OEs.
Buick was, turbo's been out there forever, but Buick kind of came into the 80s, and it was the slumps of the low horsepower and the no power cars. And
oh God.
Buick threw this turbo together and put the intercooler in there in 86, 87 and made it so guy could go out and have a little fun and throw a couple bolt-ons and run 10, 11 seconds all day long.
Now, don't quote me with my history, but was it 86, 87, right around there, that they were the Buick Grand Nationals, which effectively this is a Grand National powertrain, but this was faster in its year than anything else, that anything on the planet production went.
Yes, it was listed as the quickest car. We will not say the fastest car because they weren't the fastest, but they were the quickest. They ended production in 87. I think Corvette guys were a little mad that Buick Regal came out and stomped on their Corvette. So
it happens.
Yeah, but yes, that was 87.
But it would beat your Mustangs, your Corvettes, your Camaros in a quarter-mile drag.
Yes.
This was the fastest. This was, correction again, this was the quickest vehicle available.
Yes.
In 87.
Yep. This was the quickest car you could buy. And again, this one, being bought it from the one owner, he walked in the dealership and ordered it. He couldn't get a Grand National because they were sold out, so he custom ordered this one. He put in the lightweight aluminum bumper reinforcements. He did the aluminum wheels for the lightweight. He has no power windows, anything he could do to get rid of weight on it, but yet he put power locks in it because he didn't want to have to unlock the door for his wife. That was the mentality of the power locks.
While I'm editing this, I'll look up to see what these cars ran factory in the quarter-mile time, so I'll display it right here for you guys.
Yep.
That's the quarter-mile time they ran factory in 87.
So the only modification that this car was actually a bench seat car when I purchased it. Now, nobody makes a reproduction bench seat covering as of yet. So I had a guy down in Racine, Wisconsin that had a blue interior for sale that matched mine identical, so I swapped it out for the buckets until somebody makes an actual reproduction, and the bench seat will go back in this car. And the shorty center console is out of a extremely rare 87 limited turbocharged Regal, which was only available in 87.
You know, we're talking about Buick being one of the first with the turbochargers, and you think about it, that's basically what they're all doing today, isn't it?
Yep. Buick just had a 30-year jump on everybody else.
Pretty much.